Hello everyone, how are you all? It's been a while since I shot my last video. Good morning. Why was I miss? I should have said that first. Anyway, um, some of you who have been watching my videos know why I am in Japan. I love this country very much, hence I'm here. And what interests me about this country is the way they have maintained their culture, and they do it without any show off. Um, but the very important thing about the Japanese is self discipline and respect, among other things. Wherever you go in this world, respect is very, very important. Sorry. And self discipline is something that you will hardly see anywhere. But in Japan, you need to be aware that without self discipline and respect, it will be hard to survive in this nation. I go to this school, and where there are other students, most of them are younger to me, so the level of discipline is very low. That is what I have been seeing for the past 2 months. And apart from that, the intelligence level is very high, actually. They are good at grasping the vocabulary, the grammar, the kanjis. But when it comes to manners in the class, like when the teacher is talking, the student has to respectfully be quiet until you have been asked a question. But I think, and I have seen that in the school which I used to go to, also in Mumbai, India, that some students used to still talk when the teacher is talking. That has been the case in with the educational background in India and other Southeast Asian nations. So that has to stop. We have to realize as students or just anybody that when you leave your country and go to another country, you have to respect that land. You have to respect the culture, the laws, the rules. Here in Japan, there are things done in a certain way. If you chose to come to Japan, then obviously there is a reason why you came to Japan, to this nation. Of course, you did some research by searching up on YouTube how people behave, how people walk on the street, how people do not throw garbage, and if they see any garbage, they pick it up and throw it in the garbage can. In the classrooms as well, students are quiet, not speaking when the teacher is speaking. There are a few students who will speak, but that is okay, but not outright making noise. Urusai, no, not even nigiyaka. So once you leave your country and come to another country, be it any country, you have to be respectful of that nation's culture. I've seen students roaming around in the night making noise in my area where I stay. I'm not going to name that, but after 10 o'clock, even when others, the Japanese, the local people here are quiet, they are just minding their own business. So what happens is many of us students waited a long time to come to Japan because of the pandemic. And Japan had closed the doors to the world because they were taking care of their own citizens, which is a very, very good thing to do. Not all countries can do that. India, United States, and other Southeast Asian nations, nobody was taking care of their own citizens. The borders were wide open. But Japan closed its borders quite early. And there are other nations like New Zealand who was doing the same way, actually. Yes, New Zealand was being careful. Protecting their own citizens is a priority, and we all should respect that. So at that time, many of the schools, including the school that I go to, was requesting to the government to open its borders so that the students would, at least the students, if not the tourists, can come in and begin their study. Then what happened is there was a poll of the Japanese citizens. I don't think all the Japanese citizens voted, or it was in a few cities or entire Japan. I'm not sure, but I know the figures. More than 80% of the Japanese people voted against opening the borders and allowing foreigners to enter Japan. The reason being, the foreigners do not follow the rules, the laws. They do not behave in public. Whereas the Japanese wear masks. They're used to wearing a mask even when they have a common cold, even before the pandemic. So, respecting others. What if another person gets it from you? That is the viewpoint. Another person shouldn't be affected because of you. So, that is why Japan was closed for 2 years. And when its borders open, now we are all here, mostly the students and short-term business people. So what happens now is that all of a sudden the Japanese people are seeing weird faces. People from India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, United States, Korea, Malaysia, Europe. And now they're saying, okay, well, the borders are open and fine. But when any student of any school misbehaves with a local, with a Japanese, what will they think? And I bring this up because I've seen that happen in my area. Please do not behave that way. You're not in your country anymore. You used to do certain things in your nation. Please stop doing that in Japan. You're here because of whatever reason you're here. I'm here because I love this land. And if there is something wrong happening, if a student is doing something wrong, then it is my responsibility. And I will be grateful if anybody else also takes that up. If you come across anybody doing such a thing, misbehaving with anyone, or be in a drunken state and passing lewd remarks, statements to a lady, or misbehaving with a elderly, just let the school know, because such students have no place in this country, or such outsiders have no place in this country. We have to be disciplined. We have to be grateful to be here, to learn Japanese in Japan, because not everyone gets that chance. Many students went to other countries after waiting a long time, more than a year. They changed their destination and went to another country to learn Japanese or study something else. So please be grateful that Japan has accepted you in this country. Be careful of your mannerisms. And even in the class, you talk in the class when the teacher is talking, that is wrong. Only in the break, the 10 minutes that you get, and even then you shouldn't be noisy at all. You should be respectful because other classes are going on. These are small things that nobody should be telling you. You should be knowing it by yourself. If mannerisms is an issue, please see videos about Japan, Japanese people, why this country is the way it is, why it is so clean, why the people behave that way. It is because they have been taught moral classes in school every or twice a week. Yeah, at least twice a week they have moral classes. So they know politeness, self-discipline, cleanliness, respect above everything else. Hence the Japanese behave the way they do because they have been taught to do so right from the beginning when they enter school. So please respect the nation which you are in, respect the laws, the culture, respect the teachers. Do not talk when the teacher is talking, that is wrong. Please take care of the garbage that you throw outside. Don't throw it on the road. You used to do such things in your country. I understand because I come from a Southeast Asian nation where I see garbage everywhere and anywhere. So everything goes in certain nations, but in Japan, you come to Japan, You have to be careful. You cannot do such things which you used to do back home. Then, because then what happens is, then the Japanese people, they say, oh, we were right for not allowing the foreigners to come in, because see how they behave. They do not behave in public. They throw garbage out on the road. They cannot put it in their pocket, go home and throw it. They cannot do that because they're incapable of doing so. So we do not need that kind of bad publicity in Japan. Please be careful. If you have garbage and you do not find a garbage can or a dustbin, put it in your pocket or put it in a plastic bag, go home and throw it. Or if you come across a convenience store, go inside, throw it. Do not throw your masks on the road. I came across quite a few masks. It can be a Japanese, can be a local, can be even a foreign student or a foreign businessman. So my request to you all is to not do things which a Japanese wouldn't do. Please respect this nation. Be grateful that you're in this nation. You're getting to study. You have a opportunity to go to the university after studying from the school, after graduating from the school, or you can go work, change your status from a student to a worker. You have all that opportunities. So this is the time to hone your skills regarding respect, culture, self-discipline, politeness. Please, let's mind our manners. That is very, very important and a priority when you come to Japan. If I've said anything wrong, if it has hurt anyone's feelings, I apologize. But this video is just meant to help us all to respect this country, its culture, its tradition. Please be mindful of that. Okay, I think I will end my video here. So take care and be safe. Take care. See you.